I think I'm stuck here. I'm gonna have to run for it. Go, go, go.
Keep away from that bloater.
And we're empty. Again.
So, whose turn is it to find more fuel?
Not me. Last time you guys almost drove off without me.
I have a better idea. We could settle down here instead of moving on.
I admit, it looks better than the last couple of towns we came through.
Now that you mention it, it does feel kinda homey.
It's settled. This town is where we'll set up our new base. We just have to find a spot that's defensible. Maybe with some room to expand.
Hello, I'm back after a coronavirus-induced break. So this is my first State of Decay 2 playthrough since I was ill, so since my last upload, a couple of months. So I'm starting with a fresh new community, and we're starting on a new map which I have not explored or seen any of at all. So it's going to be really interesting to see if I can cope with Nightmare Zone on this new map. So I'm going to start off finding our new base, which I guess is towards this orange arrow. A few little zombies, but nothing to worry about. Makes a nice change not having a horde and a feral come straight after me, which normally happens on the other maps. I think there's been a few updates since I last played, so maybe that doesn't happen anymore. They just take out these guys. And here we are in the new starter base.
Now that's using your head.
Sooner I finish this shit, sooner I get back home. Our first priority has to be gathering materials. We'll need them to improve this place.
We found an area that might be worth exploring if you have the time.
So it looks like the first mission is to go get some materials. I think I'll have a look around, so I guess this is a look tower up here. Get a nice view of the new map. Oh, I can go in here, doubt there's anything lootable. Yeah, so this map's feeling very claustrophobic with all the trees, can't see very far. It's going to make it quite hard to see the ferals, which always manage to get a jump on me. Okay, so I start with Sean, head out and found some materials very close by, and I thought whilst it's early in the day I'll go out and find a new car, so that's what I did, and I had to go on quite a trek to find a new car, but it was quite a good car when I did find it. So I finally found a car as the sun was setting, and unfortunately there's a bloater and a load of other Zeds blocking my path, so I had to do a bit of fighting, which isn't what you want to be doing when you've got a bag of materials on your back. At this point I was really regretting not taking the extra 5 minutes to go home and drop off the materials before finding a new car. I really thought I'd be able to find a new car quickly. This is what happens when you're impatient.
Look, if we had a workshop, we could repair our busted weapons. That's just science, people.
So that was the end of Steve's first day. Nice and uneventful. I got to fast forward through most of it, which is what you want really when you've not got any weapons apart from a crappy baseball bat. So now I'm going to be switching to my next character, who's lucky enough that they get the entire night time to
Yo, I'm
themselves. I was just checking the buildings here to see if anything's changed on the requirements. So now we're switching to Kim, and she's my utilities person. Sean's our medic, and Alicia's not got any skills at the minute. So unfortunately for Kim, it's night time, so I'm not going to be exploring too far. I'm just going to go do a couple of runs around the base, and I'll fast forward through most of this because it's all just supply runs. So I found one of the new heavy weapons and thought I'd give it a little try here whilst I thought I was safe. But as always, there's a feral hanging around nearby.
That feral is fast. I need to be careful.
Luckily for me, I managed to tag it before it attacked, and I managed to find my way around it, and it didn't bother me after this. And here's our new neighbours with the standard plague sample collection quest. In my eagerness to collect these samples, I'll make a pretty newbie mistake later on. So my third character is Alicia, and what I'm going to be doing is heading over to this town area over here, maybe make an outpost, do some looting around there, just scout out the map a bit, see what else is around, because I feel like I've explored this starting area quite a lot. You can see there's a lot of searched buildings there. There's also a lot of hordes and Zeds around, so it'd be nice just to go somewhere new and finish off the day with Alicia. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. So I'll load up on things. You can see my inventory is getting quite full up now. I've got some ethanol, chemicals, weapon parts. The only thing I'm short of is ammo. Not had any guns, not even a crossbow. But I'm sure this run to the next town will yield something juicy. So off I go. One thing I'll say I enjoy is the new roads on this level. They're more windy, so I drove off down here as fast as I normally drive, which is a bad idea. Stuff like this happens. You get a load of gas. So that wasn't a great start to the trip. So I've already got an injury. But as I want Alicia to have some experience, I carry on. I'm not planning on doing any big fights, but sometimes the big fights find you. So yeah, driving too quickly, but I do slow it down a bit. But some of these corners are quite sharp, they're quite fun to go around. I don't know if it's me, but there seems to be more Zeds in the roads. Maybe it's because they're narrower. They're poor driving again, driving into things. So yeah, just terrible driving all the way down here. Drove over a zombie, which isn't good. It really isn't the best run I've ever done. So I've made it to the cell tower, so I can have a look around now. scout the area out, and hopefully it'll be daytime. This nighttime seems to have lasted a very long time. I don't know if it's any different to how it used to be, but it does feel an awful long time. Which, when you combine that with all the trees and the reduced vision, means ferals can be hiding anywhere. I'm not too worried about anything else, but ferals always get me. So I've spotted some fuel stores there next to an ambulance. So as my truck's nearly out of fuel, I decide to go there first, just pick up some fuel. So this is lovely, 2 first aid packs, a medicine textbook, although I don't need that because Steve's our medic, I believe. But there's an awful lot of fuel here, like 5 containers to search, and then there's another couple over there in the other section, so plenty of fuel here, and it's right next to a home base as well, which looks like it's got fuel storage, so quite a good find this. Just fuel up the Ranger. So after I've fueled this up, I'm gonna travel into the nearest town. So I made a bit of mistake here. I don't actually have enough to build an outpost here. And then I notice this zombie here and think he's on his own, so I go hit him and oh no, there's a lot, and Alicia's really struggling for stamina here. So I just have to keep giving these the run round. Normally in these situations I climb over a lot of walls. Does not seem to be many walls on this map. So I try and just go a bit longer around them looking for something to jump over. There's not too many after me, so I can just keep taking them down one by one. I should be okay. Just want to avoid the blood plague if I can at this stage in the game. Just 3 left now. Unfortunately, this plague zombie does keep making noise, so he's attracted some more. But my axe held up, so I'm okay. So a little bit of excitement there. So at this point I decide I'm going to have to go back to home base because I haven't got enough experience to build an outpost here. and I can't really think of any ways to get it because I'm in no shape to go killing any freaks. So I just do a little search in here and then make my way back home. So at this point I'm all ready to go home, and then this happens. I get stuck and there's a plague zombie on my car. So I get him off and then, yes, plague sample. So I can complete the mission. That's my second plague sample that I need. So I go around to pick it up. And what do we hear? So now I'm in a fight for my life. This is not what I want. I haven't got any tools to take down this feral. So my only hope is to outmaneuver it. And as I said before, no walls. Give him a few hits there. So hopefully he doesn't jump up. They can jump up onto flat platforms, but I seem to be okay here. So I'm just using this opportunity to get my stamina back and have a look around. What I ideally want is a ladder that I can climb up and then just sit it out until he gets bored and goes away. But as I don't know this map, I can't see any ladders, and all the zombies around me are making more and more noise. I think I'm stuck here. I'm gonna have to run for it. Go, go, go.
Keep away from that bloater.
Phew, so that was close, but I'm not home yet. So there's Feral, managed to hit him, and I missed that bloater sitting behind the truck. But I think I'm right at home, got enough time to get out, but no. It takes me down, but at least I'll be able to get back up, right? Well, yes, I get back up. And then this happens. So poor Alicia didn't even make day one. So that's the end of day one. I've only got 2 survivors to start the second day with. It's not a disaster, it was the person who didn't have any special skills that died. And it's the start of the game, so they're underdeveloped anyway, so I'm not as distraught as I could be. Didn't make me rage quit, so that's something. So let me know what you thought of this episode. I'm going to try and do shorter episodes, fast forward through the boring bits just to make the uploads a bit smaller. I've tried to fix my audio, so let me know if it's any more clearer than my last videos, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode.